Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter will be announced tomorrow, mañana. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Now, it's about to go down. If you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. A lot of people have been waiting. The announcement is coming soon. I've seen Errol Spence. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. He was doing promotional stuff. He is in Las Vegas for Pacquiao versus Thurman, a great welterweight fight. Side note, I think Fox pay-per-view has done an awesome job promoting that particular fight, Pacquiao versus Thurman. And I dropped the weigh-in videos. It's on my channel. I am really looking forward to that fight. It's a consolidation of the WBA belts, and it should be a good look. You know, Pacquiao's a legend. He says he's all-time versus one-time, the nickname of Keith Thurman. So I'm anxious. A lot of different varying opinions. That's how you know it's the mark of a good fight. Errol Spence and other people are picking Keith Thurman, but there's a lot of people picking Pacquiao. Pro crowd was definitely for Pacquiao. You know, Pacquiao still draws a crowd, you know, at least in here in Las Vegas, because it was lit. And I'm in my hotel room trying to stay out of this heat and giving you guys some of the news. But in other welterweight news, Errol Spence Jr., the truth, again, he is out in Vegas, and I have received correspondence via PBC, their PR team and whatnot, that there is going to be an official announcement and press conference tomorrow. So stay tuned to the channel. I'm gonna try to wake up, you know, so I'll give you guys some more content. But Shawn Porter and Spence are going to have their first press conference. And I don't really know what to expect. At one point I thought, like, you know, a while ago, I thought these two were kind of cool, but I don't know. It seemed like there's been some tensions rising. I think Errol Spence, this is just my speculation, you know, I think Errol Spence resents Shawn Porter and Kenny Porter for things that they've said. You know, Kenny Porter at one point was saying we've signed a contract months ago and we're waiting on Errol. And then a lot of people were like, hey, what's taking so long? Where's Errol Spence? And Errol's probably just thinking in his head, like, man, you know, this is just the business handling itself. You know, this ain't no ducking or nothing like that. So he feels slighted. So I don't know. Every time I seen Errol Spence, when he talks about Shawn Porter, he says he wants to punish him. And, you know, he's making fun of his shoes and stuff. And Shawn Porter, he looks kind of frustrated too. Like, I got a video and you'll see what Shawn Porter says. I'm going to post it today. So I don't want to spoil it, but more incentive for you guys to subscribe. But he was next to Errol Spence and doing the TV thing, the promo thing, kind of talking today at the Pacquiao, in between the Pacquiao Thurman weigh-ins. And Shawn Porter said something very interesting. He said something like Errol Spence didn't get it. You know, I'll just spoil it. He said, how was it sitting next to Spence? And he was like, oh, he was cool. He didn't get out of line, or he said something to that effect. I'm like, oh, okay. But anyway, Errol Spence confirms the news that I'm telling you. It says big fish, and he put a shark. It said fight date announced tomorrow, man down. Hashtag Spence Porter, hashtag strap season. So another great unification. This is excellent for boxing. I think it's going to be on Fox pay-per-view. I don't know, but we'll find out. Premier boxing champs Al Haymon killing the game right now with big matchups to end the summer and the fall and start the fall. This is one of them. This is a meaningful fight. Now, I know a lot of people want to see Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, as do I, but Terrence Crawford just moved up to the division, and I rate Terrence Crawford. I love Terrence Crawford's fighting style. I've always, you know, I've covered his fights. I went to Omaha several times when no one else was doing it. You know, like I went to Terrence Crawford as media, got credentialed, and covered the Ray Beltran fight. So I've been an avid watcher, and I spoke highly and continue to speak highly on Terrence Crawford. However, he has like 3 fights, 2.5 really, because Amir Khan quit to me. You know, so he has 2.5 fights at the welterweight division. Him and Spence can be like they seem to be the best at the division, or that's the perspective that a lot of people have. So they could be the last man standing and go into battle, you know, and I'm okay with that. He just got to the division. There's no way Terrence Crawford at 147 with 2.5 fights, you know, including the Amir Khan fight, has a resume like Shawn Porter, because Shawn Porter's been fighting in this weight class. Shawn Porter's been in there with the best. He's been a two-time champion, Andre Berto, after he fought Floyd Mayweather, you know, so he was a known name and commodity. He been in there with Joel or Diaz, you know what I'm saying? He's been in there with Keith Thurman. He sparred with Manny Pacquiao. He fought Broner at a catchweight, right? He fought Kell Brook when he was undefeated. So there's no way with more fights and the name Shawn Porter has, you know, your Dennis Ugas look fucking ripped. He's fighting Omar Figueroa on this Pacquiao card tomorrow. Check the weigh-in videos, it's coming soon. But Shawn Porter's been in with the best of them. So there can be no one saying anything about the quality of this fight. You know, I know the detractors and, you know, the people that hate Al Haymon because he's black and, you know, running the game and stuff like that. The bigots, they're going to try to find a way. Oh, this is pay-per-view. This is bullshit. Man, it's a great fight, bottom line. Spence is no joke. He has an exciting style, but he showed he can box in the Mikey Garcia fight. And Shawn Porter showed he can box in his last two fights with Danny Garcia, as well as your Dennis Ugas. You know, probably to a fault in the Ugas fight. I think he boxed a bit too much, maybe even in the Danny Garcia fight. But we also know Shawn Porter for the kind of, you know, they say the football style or the ambush, you know, rush in and real rough and rugged. And there's some extra incentive for both of them because the tension has been rising between the two of them. So I'm looking forward to a really good fight. And I think this is a great stylistic matchup. This is no Spence versus Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia was a guy who kept calling out Errol Spence, and they say, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And he got it. But stylistically, the way he fights, kind of a technician and picking his spots, that's not really, to me, especially moving up, that's not the guy to beat Errol Spence, which is what I said, and I was right. And you've seen Mikey get dominated. Right now he's talking about moving to DAZN, but he's moving to DAZN. If he does go to DAZN with Eddie Hearn, he's doing it off of a bad loss in a exhibition with Eric Morales. So I don't know who they're gonna match him with. But beyond that, this is a different style fight with two adequate, you know, guys at the weight. Shawn Porter has held his own with Granados and Broners and Kell Brook, bigger guys, Keith Thurman, big punchers, athletic guys, Danny Garcia. You know, he's been in there with all those top names, big punchers or not. And Errol Spence can really make a statement if he's able to stop or badly hurt Shawn Porter. You know, Broner did drop Shawn Porter, but he didn't do much else for the first 11 rounds. You get what I'm saying? So if Errol Spence can put on a complete performance, it's going to be huge for his star power. And then same thing with Shawn Porter. Everyone's checking for Errol Spence and saying, oh, he's the man, he's going to beat you, blah, blah, blah. So if Shawn Porter can defy those odds, because I do think Spence will be the favorite here, then he's the man, you know. He has a complete resume, and if he beats Errol Spence, then you inherit his power, so to speak. So really good fight. It'll be announced tomorrow. Check the channel and subscribe. You know, I'm just out here working. I'm in Vegas. It's hot as fuck. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We working. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.